This is going to be a secret reading for Aries. What we see from the cards is that either you or someone around you is carrying a heavy weight on their shoulders because of something that has happened, something they did, and that they want to confess right now, but they don't know how yet. As mentioned, we have this Ten of Wands here, which is showing exactly how the other person or you is feeling at the time. As usual, the energies could go both ways, which means that this situation that talks about someone that has something to confess could be related to you or to your partner. But regardless of that, we can see that this secret, regardless of whether it is out there or not yet, it's already waiting on the both of you. It's waiting on the person with the secret because they're not proud of it. There's something that has happened that has the potential to completely wipe out years spent together, memories and love that you've shared in between the two of you. And they're not taking this lightly. In fact, they know that they have to come clean with this. They know that they couldn't just keep going with the relationship, pretending that nothing has happened. But at the same time, they're trying to find the best way in order to approach the situation, in order to let you know about the truth without making you think that they've done what they've done because they don't care about you or because they don't want to be with you anymore. And on the other side, we can see that this card applies to you as well because the overall relationship, the overall connection already changed. There are a lot of things that don't feel as they used to be, a lot of little elements in this relationship that are not there anymore. Maybe they don't text as much, maybe you're kissing less than usual. There is something off and you can feel it. And overall, this Ten of Wands is blocking the progress of this relationship. And this is all on the surface. That's why it applies to the both of you. And underneath the surface, we can see that the reason why they're not telling you what happened yet, it's mainly because they're just afraid that you're going to completely shut off your emotions. But we see from this card that they're planning to really sit down with you and just go over everything that has happened, trying to be careful, trying to make sure that you know how much they actually care about you and they care about this relationship. You see here, this person is sitting there trying to be as transparent as possible and as compassionate also as possible, in a way that whatever they're going to say is not going to hurt the other person too much. And here we can also see that what's coming up, although it sounds like it's blocked at the moment, is that this conversation is about to happen. And it can be also something small. It doesn't have to be cheating. It doesn't have to be a situation where someone else, a third party, is involved. It could also be just fantasies and distractions that overall this person is having at this point of the relationship. And whatever it is, they know that in a way this has the potential to damage this connection and to break this relationship. And their biggest fear is that, as we were saying earlier, you're going to completely detach emotionally. We have the Queen of Wands, which is showing us someone who, for good reasons, decides to not listen too much to their heart and instead just going over the facts and make decisions based on those facts. And right now, they are fearing this because they know that if you were to just focus on what happened, if you were to just focus on the things that they have done or the things that they have not done recently for you, then you would just decide to leave them. This is exactly what they don't want you to do, because although they might have messed up bad, they don't see a future without you. They don't see a life without you. And so the Queen of Swords right here, it's showing up as their fear, and mainly because they still want you to see them as someone reliable, someone who you can trust and you can build a future with. We see here the King of Pentacles, which is the representation of someone stable, wise, and someone that has the ability to take care of people around them. But after these few examples, these few events that have just happened, they're just afraid that you're going to give up on them because they know that you are someone who has very strong values, who's not up for these games and for being with someone that is not going to respect you. And so overall, right now, they're just afraid that you're going to shut down completely and that you're going to see them as someone who you can't trust anymore. And these are all reasons why this weight, it's so heavy on them, which makes perfect sense. But regardless, under the surface, we see that this conversation is coming up, which means that they're trying to work out the courage and to find the best way to not have this conversation completely break this relationship. With that reversed, we see that once you will start talking, they will really do anything that it takes in order to not see this relationship ending, which also means that from what they're gonna say, you might, as they were fearing, just go immediately towards the direction where you're talking about leaving, you're talking about not seeing them again. And right here, they were almost preparing for it. They were trying to find ways to avoid that. And we can see underneath the surface, reflecting this card, the Justice card instead, which in my opinion right here is just telling us that they're willing to do anything that it takes in order to fix this issue, in order to rebalance a situation that obviously right now it's not balanced anymore. So you have on the other side someone that it's definitely regretful for the things that have happened, and someone who's ready to do anything that it takes in order to make it up to you, in order to fight for something that they were not careful to protect and keep safe. And with this Justice card, I almost see the possibility that they will also tell you and allow you to maybe do the same thing that they have done. There is a lot behind this Justice card, and it's going to be crucial for you to make a decision on this relationship. And if you want me to do a follow-up reading at the end of the month to see if we have any new message on this situation, make sure to leave a comment down below, #follow-up. And also, if you want to see how these energies will evolve in the immediate future, make sure to check out the extended reading linked below.